In today's video, we're going to learn how to play the Odro. Stay tuned. Well, hello everybody, I'm Willis Bagpiper, and on this channel I make videos to make you a stronger and more confident piper. If you like this kind of content, please think about giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. I also teach online bagpipe lessons if you want more personalized instruction, but more on that later. The Odro, not the most common embellishment, and it's basically a fancy grip, and you can see it looking like this, or that, or in Piobaireachd, this. But they're all played basically the same. We're going to learn it in two variations. We're going to learn it with a G-Gracenote starting it and with a G-Gracenote not starting it. I see in most light music applications of this ornament that it starts with a G-Gracenote. That's what I've ran into. In Piobaireachd, it does not often have a G-Gracenote. It's just that one written like that. The Odro. It's a quick B or C to a grip to the same note. So C grip C, B grip B. One of the more popular tunes that has an Odro in it that you've likely heard is the Strasbourg Susan MacLeod by MacLeod, and it has one of the trickier passages in all of piping that starts with an Odro on B and then has a couple of dardos as well as a D throw. It's a lot of bottom hand work. Something like that. I think Odros are best written like this, where you can actually kind of see what's going on. In this case, it's a G-Gracenote to a C, and then a grip to another C, the first C being a 16th note. But remember, the grip takes its time from the note before it. So if it's already a 16th note, and that's only a quarter of a beat, that means the C, it gets exceedingly short because the grip is stealing from an already short note. So most of the weight of the time is going to be on the note afterwards. And so we're going to go through this exercise step by step, slowly building up the Odro, and you can see the C is the same length as the G's in the grip, or what will become the grip. We're going to start with some 8th notes, then we're going to move to 16th notes before we actually play it at full speed. You can see on the second line here, all of those are played the same, they're just written differently. Here it's written out with a 16th note to a dotted 8th, and over here the whole thing is just a blur of notes before a quarter note. This one's a little harder to read until you know what you're looking at. Either one of them you're going to find in the wild. Let's get them under control. In the description below, there's a link to this PDF document right here, so go ahead, print that out, put it on a tablet, have it in front of you so you can follow along. I've got a metronome here set at 72, but set your metronome for whatever speed you need to get this under control. And yeah, let's give line 1 a go here. And I wouldn't move on to line 2 until you can do those 16th note ones cleanly and clearly. But when you have that under control, let's try to do line 2. I'm not sure how many of those I just played. Hopefully it was enough. And we want that C nice and short at the beginning. We don't want it so short that you don't hear it, but you don't want to... You got to ripple just right on through it. Now, let's try this on B. And then again, as Odros. For all of these, we want that G-Gracenote landing on the beat, and then the grip just kind of immediately following thereafter. These are also the first part of your Crunluath Machs from either a B or a C. The D Crunluath Mach actually starts on a B and then has a D throw, so that one's different. But yes, that is an important thing for your Machs if you are playing Piobaireachd and more advanced Piobaireachd at that. I wanted to take a moment and thank the members of my Patreon community. You'll see their names scrolling up right now. These are folks that contribute monthly to the channel and really make all of this possible. I'd love to add your name to this list. There's a number of perks that you get for the various tiers on the Patreon, but any amount helps. Go ahead, head over there and consider helping support the channel. But there are plenty of Odros, especially in Piobaireachd, that do not have that G-Gracenote before it, so the second half of the exercise is all about that. I have us coming from an E down into the Odro, but you could pick kind of any note you want. If you're playing a Piobaireachd that has it from a particular note, you can replace that E with whatever note it's coming from. But for this exercise today, we're going to come from an E. So let's try line 1 of this guy here. And then again, full speed. And now going down to a B instead of a C. And going from E down to a B with full speed Odros. If you find you're not getting the kind of sound you're wanting out of them, spend some time with those 16th note ones and really get the fingerwork under control before you speed it up. I also give online bagpipe lessons. Go ahead and head over to www.commandyourbagpipe.com or email me at the address you see on the screen here, and we'll get you going. I'm working with folks from all over the planet, and I hope to work with you soon. And there's no reason you couldn't do an Odro type motion on an E or an F or a low A, but I haven't ran into any of those myself, but they would totally be possible. The Odro is the Canntaireachd for the movement in Piobaireachd, with O being the sound for either a B or a C in most versions of Canntaireachd that I've seen. So it makes sense to call an Odro with the grip being the dro part and the O being the note you're starting on. So you're kind of starting and ending with the O's, and the dr is the grip you're finding. So that's my understanding of why it's called an Odro. And on Amazon, I also have for sale my Bagpipe Basics book. This has a number of exercises to help both the beginning piper and anyone wanting to clean up their ornamentation, help with doublings, charluas, a bunch of basic tunes like Scotland the Brave, Brown-Haired Maiden, the Rowan Tree. So if you want to improve your bagpiping, consider picking up the Bagpipe Basics series book here. Link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you got something out of the video, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to the channel, and commenting below with any thoughts you might have on this wonderful but slightly tricky ornament right here. That'll do it for me today, everybody. Until next time, I'm Matt Willis. Cheers.